clearly a lot of emotions involved in the call from a New Orleans Saints standpoint, John, but from an officiating standpoint, what did you see?
Well, this won't be the first time that I disagree with Coach Fox, as he well knows, but to me it's a little bit more than just hand finding. That right arm does get extended. It does create separation. There is actually a little bit of a push, which takes the defender back towards the end zone, which allows just enough advantage for the receiver to get up and make the catch. To me, it is and was OPI.
Well, John, let me ask you this. When it comes to two guys fighting for position, because clearly there was hand-to-hand contact from both players there, when does it become a foul?
If you take a look at that defender's body language right at the end of the separation, right at the end of the extension, there is upper body that heads back into the end zone. To me, that is what created enough of the separation to potentially call offensive pass interference. Keep in mind, every play inside 2 minutes is reviewed. This was just not stopped. So my question might be, or maybe New York's statement might be, potentially had a flag been thrown, we stay with the call. The question becomes, what is the level to create an overturn?
All right, well, Al Riveron did speak to a pool reporter there in New Orleans and gave the NFL's official response to the question of whether that was pass interference or not. And according to Al, you can read it right there on your screen yourself. We looked at it from all angles that Fox afforded us, and Fox gave us some great views. There was contact by both players, but none of that contact rises to the level of a foul that is consistent with what we've done all year long. We left the ruling on the field. We let it stand. Now, of course, they instituted a new rule last year, John, as you well know, because of a play involving pass interference that was not called in the NFC Championship game last year involving the Saints. But, of course, that rule was brought in to affect egregious misjudgments on a call. This was not an egregious misjudgment, would you say?
No, I wouldn't. But here's what I would say. We've had a bar, a level that no one has really known what that consistent bar has been for 17 weeks. If we go back, I think it might be going back to as far as weeks 3 or 4. The last OPI that was potentially created might have even been Minnesota on a potential pick play. It's been that long since we've created an offensive pass interference foul in the National Football League. To me, I think we could have potentially stopped the game and created a reversal, created offensive pass interference for this specific play.
I think emotions will be involved in how you see this play, but I think everyone can agree to one point that you did bring up there, John, is you want consistency, and I think everyone can say the NFL has lacked in that regard over a series of calls throughout this season. John Parry joining us here on SportsCenter. Appreciate it.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.